Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive.
Marketing Tech Blog.
Come on, Orpheus. Belly up.
I was blinded by. I have a new timer in front of me, and it's like bright green. It's awesome. It must be hinting that I have a problem with time.
It's very 24-ish.
It is. It is very much.
And the
so.
truth is, I don't have a problem with time. Everybody else does, though. So
That's a consistent theme through your life, isn't it?
it absolutely is.
I'm not driving bad. Everybody else is.
Exactly. So I wanted to talk, since we're on this. We have 2 infographics, so you can look up Mobilegeddon. There we go on our site. And there's one infographic that's fantastic that basically takes you through the entire kind of validation check, and it's by antipull.com, instantshift.com, and the 9 Hertz. They put it together, so you can find that on the Marketing Tech blog. I'm not going to go through it. We talked about a number of the things here. I mean, the basic thing for here, and I think you guys agree, is go use Google Webmasters mobile test, and they will tell you everything. I mean, I think it's the best tool that they've put out to date
In Webmasters?
to because it goes all the way down to the margins around your buttons to make sure that they're thumb friendly and everything. So
Yeah, it is.
Definitely go do that, and if you just did that, you would be okay. If you did everything that they said to do.
If Google says you're okay.
Yeah, you're going to be okay.
Who'd have thunk?
Some of the old stuff that's sitting out there, though, that these guys bring up, and it's good, is Flash, right? Some people still have old embeds, throughout their site. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
It's not going to be mobile friendly because you need to get HTML5, videos in there.
Yep.
Now, here's the big question. How do you verify your mobile search ranking results?
Yes.
Good question.
It is a good question. I'm asking, how do you guys do it?
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So it depends on what you're really tracking. Are you tracking actual new impressions on traffic coming in, or are you
Keyword
tracking
rankings.
on keyword rankings?
Yeah.
There are some great tools out there,
I'm
I
gonna
was
talk
about
one.
And I was about to talk about them in the next segment.
Okay, well, let's talk about them in the next segment then.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I'll bring up one. I'll just bring up one, and that's we've been working closely with them, G-Shift Labs.
All right.
So G-Shift basically has that, and they can do it by location, so you can actually say Indianapolis on a mobile device, am I ranking on these keywords? And
Absolutely.
It's pretty slick. But they put out an infographic that I think is very important, and that's 69% of marketers believe their website is mobile friendly, which is pretty interesting. I think it's probably a lot lower.
It's a lot lower than that.
I think they're optimistic.
Yes, I can pull my site up on a mobile.
Even like the Marketing Tech blog, I have problems in Webmasters. Now, my site comes up with a mobile friendly tag.
Yeah.
But I still have some issues that they've pointed out that I need to get fixed. Percentage of traffic from mobile. So across their analysis, they're seeing between 11 and 25% are getting mobile traffic, which I think is a little bit low. And I have a feeling that that's because of what we already discussed, and that's that some of these marketers, let's say the 31% that know their website isn't mobile friendly,
Right.
guess what? They're getting 5% on mobile.
Right.
So Google's mobile SEO algorithm, 78% of marketers say that they're even aware. So be careful the agencies that you're working with. If they haven't talked to you about this, raise a red flag. This is huge. If you have a website out there that an agency built for you that isn't, mobile responsive at this point,
Honestly, any digital marketing agency worth their salt should be talking to you about your mobile preparedness.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right here, 65% of companies are factoring mobile strategies into their SEO and content marketing strategies. So even the way that we design images now, we think about, hey, what's it going to look like on a much smaller viewport?
And having a responsive image. You can literally have a responsive theme or a responsive site, but you can have a fixed width image that breaks the entire thing.
Yep.
You know?
Over half of all digital marketers believe their web presence rankings will be impacted. My theory on this, and it's just my theory, it's just my opinion, is I'm with Aaron that I think most of the damage is already done.
Yeah.
I think just now they're just going to set the last bit in motion. But
I think it's more like a publicity point.
Yeah.
Is that okay? We're done toying around.
yeah, exactly.
We've been ranking for a while. Everybody, get your stuff together.
When you go back to their original article where they said the April 21st site, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was maybe last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't know.
It was a long time ago if you look it up. But
I think so. I think it was, if not 3 months, I think it was at the end of last year.
so here's the bad news. Only half of all digital marketers are currently tracking mobile rank data.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! If 40% of your traffic was coming from one marketing, initiative that you were doing, would you ignore it?
Yeah. I see what you mean, yeah.
So 40%, you got to be paying attention to mobile. I'm really just
Why do you think it's such a low acceptance rate? Why do you think at this? 2 years ago was supposed to be the year of the mobile.
I feel like
know?
it's a trickle up. I feel like CEOs, have a certain thing that they're yelling at their CMOs for.
Right.
And so 5 years ago it was how many page views are we getting?
Right, right.
Now it's how many conversions are we getting? Are we
Right.
getting good leads?
Right.
And for 5 years we've been talking about getting good leads.
Right.
But now it's finally floated up to where executives absolutely understand, that it can be measured and that it can be,
Yeah, I
and
agree
so
with that.
now it's floating back down. Well, mobile is the same way. I feel like mobile, we've been yelling about it, I think, for over a year now, maybe even
I think
2
longer
years
than that,
now.
yep.
And I feel like it's still not at the top level. If you go to the major sites, I'm talking big companies.
Yep.
Here in town, go to Roche's site, go to Lily's site. Guess what? Not there.
Nope.
And they have huge infrastructures, huge content management systems.
Yep.
I mean, this is a massive undertaking for them. And they don't even realize, it just hasn't floated up to the executive level to create that, shock and importance at this
Yeah,
point.
you're right. The urgency's just not been translated.
Yep. Percentage of growth, January 2014, 12% on average for mobile traffic. January 2015, it was up to 21%. So in 1 year, it basically doubled, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue that direction. So
We were talking about this earlier. There's a whole nother level of what Google's paying attention to now, and I really do think they're actually going to be paying attention to even the presentation that you have on your page and how usable it is. It's not enough just to squish a page down.
I agree.
It's going to be paying attention to how you're best serving its consumers,
Yep.
who are the searchers. And if you are giving good call to actions, all starting to boil down, they're going to really understand the intent of their audience and whether or not you're matching the intent on your website alone.
yeah, well, there's 4 billion mobile phones in use globally. 1 billion of those are smartphones. 50% of local searches are carried out on mobile devices. A third of Facebook's 700 million users are using Facebook mobile.
Yeah.
Half of Twitter's 175 million users are using Twitter mobile. 86% of mobile internet users are using their devices to watch TV.
Yeah, there's no market there.
It's just absolutely more traffic, more conversions, better user experience, all of these things with mobile. So
Absolutely.
get your site optimized for mobile, not just optimized for search,
Right.
but optimized for interaction and conversion as well.
Absolutely.
Go see Site Strategics if you need help.
Whoa. Well,